6, get rid of battered women's shelters. Is there any threat there? And prove to me, you saying no isn't enough. Tell me.
We have very strong language in our initiative, which, by the way, the other side also did copy, which says that exceptions for sex and employment or programming can exist if a public safety or public health need persists. And
so
the
in
example,
other words, exactly, battered women's shelters.
Exactly. Or, as Brad was saying, female prison guards. If we're going to have female inmates searched, probably should be a female prison guard. This is.
Although I wouldn't mind applying.
I know you wouldn't, and you know, maybe if you can have some gender reassignment surgery, they'd consider you.
But the whole key was we've got paid petitioners going on, and this is not something new. For those people who don't understand, petitions in Colorado are almost always gathered by paid petition gatherers. That's how you get things on the ballot. And the mistake, and I don't know if it was on purpose, but what you got on tape was somebody trying to get someone else to sign petitions, willing to say anything it takes to get that on the ballot.
Right. I don't think this is an indictment of the initiative process as a whole. I think Colorado has received lots of great things statutorily and constitutionally through the initiative process. However, it's all predicated on individuals having honest conversations with others. This is 8th grade civics class in practice. And when a signature is received predicated on a lie, that is a detriment to the entire process systemically. It's not healthy for the democracy that we work in, and it also calls into the question how many people truly support this for its merits and how many people have been told the wrong things and signed, maybe not understanding its true impact.
You know, it's funny, Right to Work, which is Amendment 47, they are battling back about 26 different legal complaints brought by unions who don't like this. And they're charging the exact same things that you charge. They've got guys with wires on, and they said, look, they said this was wrong here, and they didn't say what this initiative really did. And they got all these cases of petition gatherers, paid petition gatherers, who they say are doing this wrong. Therefore, we should throw out the entire initiative because some people got it wrong. Now, I think some people get it wrong, and I also think there are some petition gatherers who are fraudulent about this. We try our best to make sure to weed those guys out, but really it comes down to the guy who signs to actually read what he's signing.
And John, let me chime in here, because I think there's a distinction that can be made. We support vigorous political debate. So if a petition circulator for either initiative wants to go out there and say, you know, this initiative or this other initiative is going to hurt women and minorities, that's a political argument. That's fine. We may not agree, but we welcome their right to say those types of things. But this crossed the line here. This saying that our initiative would bring quotas to Colorado is false. You can see that if you read the basic language of our initiative. Them saying that we are going to destroy battered women's shelters, obviously false if you read our ballot initiative. So I think that's where we need to draw the line. And my concern here is that we've got 3 weeks left in Colorado until the deadline when all petitions must be submitted to the Secretary of State. And there has been no attempt by the other side to adequately educate its petition circulators. And the petition circulator that Brad caught on video, or audio rather, works for the same firm that's circulating a lot of these petitions on the left. So it's a widespread misinformation campaign, and that's where our concerns are.
When it comes to petitions here in Colorado, the same group of vagabonds get petitions for all sides. They don't care. Their job is to get people to sign these things, and that's okay. It's up to the people to read these things. But what I find so amazing is that, for instance, the pro-union folks who are going after Right to Work, well, they're out there gathering signatures for their own anti-business initiatives, and they're using the exact same guys to do it. Now, it might not be the same guy at the head of the table, but I'll tell you the guys down in front of King Soopers are the same people. So there's a little bit of that, let's not throw rocks in a glass house.
Well, you know, John, I may say something that doesn't go very well with the independent thinking, MO here, but at least the unions are being honest as to putting out their own initiatives. They're saying this is exactly what we want to do to the business community. I mean, you could say that about it. I don't agree with the impact of them.
Just cause and COLAs, cost of living increases. We're putting out these initiatives to screw business, and because we're angry at Right to Work being on the ballot.
They're not going out there saying, the business community supports us. This is going to help the business community. They're not saying those things. They are saying those things with Initiative 82. Remember, we're going to get a yes or no vote on Amendment 46, the Colorado Civil Rights Initiative. they could have spent a lot less money grabbing all the signatures for this competing initiative and just been running TV ads for months going, no on 46, but they chose not to do that. They chose to do this in a much more insidious way.
It's wise, and the left is getting smarter on this. So the same way that initiative or the Right to Work has 26 different complaints about it, the initiative that I'm working on, which is 53, the Secretary of State, the same labor unions have decided to put 3 different complaints against it, and it's these nuisance, ankle-biting lawsuits that are meant to take up your time, take up your energy. And we're finding they don't want to engage on the issue. They want to find a way to tie you up. And I guess this is old no-hold-barred good old politics.
You know, I have had a few political battles in my day, and I have never seen anything like I've seen this year, where we have multiple campaigns attacking center-right initiatives, all championed by lawyer to the stars on the left, Mark Ruskin. And this guy's bringing home, I would imagine, $50,000, $60,000 a month in legal fees, with the amount he's throwing.
I could be completely wrong, but I've heard that his retainer's about $350,000. I'm not sure if that is verifiable.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But here's a guy who works for the unions. He works for the state government. He's defending Ritter's unconstitutional tax increase. And what he does is that he does what a lawyer does. It doesn't matter what he does, just tangle up the opposition with nuisance lawsuits. I've got the Amendment 47 lawsuits. Somebody sent me them. It's a stack this tall of paper.
He's a master of political theater, and the problem is the truth is being lost in this process. The truth is being lost because he goes in there and calls us liars, and yet has no foundation to his argument whatsoever. And again, voters lose, because when the Denver Post prints these allegations against us, and yet declines to print our allegations against them, I might add, we don't get an honest and fair debate on any of these issues.
Now, let me ask you about that. We've only got about a minute or so left. When Face the State broke this story and actually had audio tape of people giving false information on a very liberal initiative, what was the mainstream media? They pick it up, put it on the front page? What'd they do?
Well, we did get some play in the mainstream media. Radio, obviously, was very interested in this because it had a strong audio component. Also, Fox 31, to their credit, gave some very complete reaction to this. And John, you shouldn't feel alone. The folks from Protect Colorado's Future, from Colorado Unity, and the signature gatherers refused to talk to them. They issued this mealy-mouthed, canned statement to them. So they don't want to engage the issue. But it is very difficult to get coverage in the mainstream media on these issues, and Mark Ruskin just walks right in and gets it.
All right. People want to get more information on the Civil Rights Initiative. Where do they go?
www.coloradocri.org.
coloradocri.org.
That's
Face the State over here. And by all means, tell a friend about the Independence Institute. Check us out online, independenceinstitute.org. We'll see you next week. You jibber-jab, bamboozle, nuka-noozle, bippity-bop-she-gall. You jibber-jab, bamboozle, nuka-noozle, bippity-bop-she-gall. I mean, you keep on talking, but you don't know where to turn it off.